Well, hello, hello. God bless. Welcome back again to the Bible teaching channel of A Love Outreach. Decided just to jump on here live and just kind of go over a couple scriptures as we're coming into the week of Thanksgiving here. And by the way, this picture that you see in the background here, this is Flagstaff, Arizona. This picture was taken by my son, David, took this picture, or at least he sent it to me. I'm pretty sure he took it as well. But anyway, so yeah, we're coming into a new week. It is Sunday, and we have the beginning here of a new week, and we're coming into, like I said, Thanksgiving. So wanted to kind of go over just a couple scriptures briefly here and just kind of give us some exhortation to be thankful. And this is the kind of heart that the Lord wants us to have. He wants us to be thankful people, praising Him, giving thanks unto Him, singing His praises and such. And it has such a powerful impact on our lives when we do it, when we change our hearts and we allow ourselves. And of course, if you're born again, if you're a Christian, you're someone that's committed your life to the Lord, you're born of the Spirit of God, the Spirit of the Lord indwells you, you're going to have the fruit of the Spirit. And you're going to be a person that has joy. And you're going to be a person that has a thankful heart. But oftentimes we need an exhortation. Like I say, the reason I'm jumping on here is just to give this quick exhortation to be thankful, because there are a lot of things in life that can beat us down and tear us up. And sometimes there's people out, you may have come upon this teaching and you're going through a very, very difficult time in life right now. Maybe you've lost a loved one. Maybe there's sickness in your family, whatever the case may be. And you find it difficult to have a thankful heart. But the thing is when you look at things by faith, when you walk by faith and not by sight, and you have a thankful heart, then the Lord is hearing that, and He is with you, and He will be your comforter as you do go through a time of struggle. But if you're in a situation in life where all things are good, then you should be giving thanks to the Lord as well on a daily basis in your life and having a thankful heart. In Philippians, I want to read from Philippians chapter 4 here. The Apostle Paul writes the believers in the city of Philippi, and he says to them, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say, rejoice." And then he goes on to say, "Let your gentleness be known to all men. The Lord is at hand." Okay, so he's exhorting them here to rejoice, to have happiness, to have joy within their hearts. Why? Because the Lord is at hand. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking forward to. We're just passing through. Our time on earth here is but a vapor. It's going by quick. And if we fix our eyes on Jesus, if we fix our eyes on the eternal and not the temporary that we're currently living in, then that will put us in a position where we're able to have a thankful heart. And he says in verse 6 here of Philippians chapter 4, Paul says, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving." And there's the word right there, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. So we need to be a people that adjust our focus on the things of God. And when we look at just, like looking, for example, at this picture here behind me of Flagstaff, Arizona, I love the great outdoors. I love the beauty of creation. It causes me to have a thankful heart when I see creation and I consider the works of the Lord and His handiwork, and I see that, and it causes me to be thankful unto Him. So it's good. Maybe that's something that you need to do in your life. Get out in creation more. Explore the great outdoors. See what God has created, what God has made, and do so with a thankful heart. Give thanks unto Him for all that He has done, right? What's the promise here in verse 7? It says, when we do this, right, when we're anxious for nothing, right? And we're letting our prayer requests be made known unto the Lord with thanksgiving, then what happens is there's a peace that comes over us. And it says, and the peace of God which surpasses all understanding. Now that peace of God that surpasses all understanding is saying, hey, look, no matter your circumstances, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening in your life right now, you can still be thankful and have the peace of God. You can still rejoice even in the midst of it. I know that, again, I as I record this here, or as I go live on this here, I realize that there are things that people go through that are just heavy, that are dark, that just beat you down. But you can call out to the Lord in this. You can continue to call out to the Lord. So no matter the circumstances of our lives, whether things are good or whether things are bad, we can be thankful. And how do we do this? We do it by faith. We walk by faith and not by sight. We fix our eyes on the Lord, on the eternal and not the temporal. Okay? And then over here, I'm going to read a couple scriptures to you from the Psalms. In Psalm 107:22, it says, and let them sacrifice the sacrifices of thanksgiving and declare his works with rejoicing. So when we see that word sacrifice there, it tells me something, right? It tells me that it's not always easy to do, to give thanks to the Lord, right? It's a sacrifice. But what do we have to give thanks for? Well, it says for his works. Think about what the Lord has done. Think about what all that the Lord has done in your life. Think about all the provisions you have. The earth is the Lord's in all its fullness. There's nothing that you have that hasn't come from him. Everything is a result of his creation, his creating things, okay? And David says in Psalm 116:17, I will offer to thee the sacrifice, there we see it again, of thanksgiving, and declare his works with rejoicing. So here we see those two words that I read from Philippians as well, rejoicing and thanksgiving. The Apostle Paul says, rejoice in the Lord always. So it can be done. We can do it. And as we come into this week here, like I said, this week of Thanksgiving, I just wanted to jump on and exhort you and encourage you to be that type of person that has a thankful heart. And maybe start to think about all the things that you have to be thankful for, counting your blessings, as they say, right? And when you do, give thanks to the Lord for it, because that's where every good and perfect gift comes from. It comes from the Lord. He is our provider. He is our creator. He is the one who was and is to come, the Almighty. And we're just passing through, and the day is coming when we will see him. So I want to encourage you in this upcoming week just to fix your eyes on Jesus and to give thanks to him. Have a heart that rejoices, and maybe there's times when we need to adjust our attitudes, right? We just need to change things. We just need to refocus. Maybe you already know what I'm telling you, what you're hearing right now. You already know, but you're not doing it, okay? And it's easy to get distracted by this world, okay, and let it weigh you down. But just know that there is a peace of God that you can have that surpasses all understanding. And it comes as a result of rejoicing and being thankful in him and just letting him know your prayer requests, letting him know what's going on. The Bible says you can cast all your cares upon him, for he cares for you. So I'm keeping this real nice and short here. I'm going to go ahead and jump offline now. But God bless. Thanks for watching. And we will see you next time. And yes, be thankful.